talk to youth.
Mm-hmm.
So if I am talking in person, I will not speak at all. I won't speak at all. But the time I do get extrovert is when with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I get to be an extrovert with them. I'm like the co-leader of the group or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story of me being an extrovert or an introvert.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. I relate very much. If there's a big group of people, I mean, I'll talk if I need to, but that is not my comfort zone. I much prefer to be in a small group of people or like one-on-one with my friends. And then, like you're saying, then I'm like comfortable and I can talk their ear off and really annoy them with how much I talk. But not in like a big giant group of people. Unless it's like I'm teaching or like there's a reason for me to be, talking to a whole bunch of people. Thank you for sharing. Lang, will you share next?
Yes, thank you, teacher.
Mhm.
For my opinion, I think extrovert is um like other mentioned before, they are a little bit talk at it, or maybe they have a good communication skills. And the other part is I see them, they have the skill of adaptability to live with other peoples,
Mhm.
and they are very sociable. And for introvert, they are not shy, but they only want to spend their time for them, and they don't want to live with many peoples. Yes, that's what I think. For me, I am an introvert, but I'm not sure. But the things, for me, an extrovert is not for me. But maybe I'm introvert, or maybe I am a shy person, because I have a stories that when I was at school, when I was at school, my teachers will our class teachers call out our name to for like how we say uh like while we attend school we have to for attendance teacher call out our names,
Yeah.
whether they are at school or not. But I really doesn't like it, because one teacher call up my name, everyone start to watching me, and there's my I really like there's my but I don't get attentions. Yeah, that's why I think I'm introvert. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
that makes total sense. That's a great story. Like not wanting to have the attention all on you in like a public setting. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Um, what you're describing of calling like attendance, you can say like taking attendance. You can
Uh,
all like in school. You can also say like an older term is like roll call, if you like, because it's called like the roll is like the list of
yeah.
student names, and so some people will say
Yeah.
like roll call, but the more modern term like that I use in my classroom is like taking attendance. Yeah.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. May, will you share next? Or did you already get to share, May? Are you there? Did you get to share, May?
I finished sharing.
You did share? Okay, no problem. I have my things mixed up. Arsar, Shun, and Gloria, will you guys share?
Yeah, in my definition of extrovert or introvert, my definition of extrovert is they are really active people who like a noisy environment, and they are really active with all of the people who around them. And I think introverts are really easy to make a friend with, and they're really a good speaker. a good speaker, but not a good listener, because most of the introvert are a good listener but not a good speaker. But extrovert are really a good speaker, in my point of view. For my definition of introvert, they are really shy person, and there are four types of introvert, and I saw that in Facebook once, and there four type of introvert are thinking introvert, social introvert, anxiety introvert, and adjusted extrovert. Introvert, yeah. For the social introvert is an introvert who is only friendly with their close friend or best friend, or their close people, but not with stranger. With stranger, they're I really like an introvert and very shy person. For an anxious introvert, they're they're always anxious about making a mistake, and they always say sorry to everyone and really rarely speak. Rarely. For the adjusting introvert, they have to prepare to go out like a noisy place if we not foretell to adjust introvert that we have to go out to somewhere, they will be reject our proposal or invitation to go. For the last thing, thinking introvert, yeah, and they are really a quiet person in their environment, and they listen all the conversation around them, and they recommend or review their like conversation in their own house. Yeah, that's this thinking introvert. But for me, I am mix of extrovert and introvert, because I have two side. Like sometimes I be extrovert and sometimes I be introvert. Yeah, that's depend on my mood. So I search it up online, and I find out I am ambivert. So I am both of extrovert and introvert. I'm at the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the story of how I found out I am an ambivert. Yeah, mostly in the past, I really love to watch like psychology vlog on Facebook, and that is really helpful for me and to find out my personality. Yeah. When I found out I am an ambivert, I think that's pretty cool, and I like to be an ambivert than other two, because being an extrovert is really not too hard, but they always trust people, and most of them uh, get lied by the people who around them. For the introvert, yeah, most of the people think they don't want to talk to other people, and they have not too much friends. But being an ambivert is really great. They have a yeah, they have a mind like can determine people who should trust or not to trust. Yeah, and that's pretty cool, I think. And I enjoy being an ambivert. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
that's all.
What a thorough answer. I'm learning things from you. You have done some research on this. I love it. I knew about the term I'm not gonna be able to say it. Ambivert. However you said it.
It is ambivert.
Ambivert. Thank you. I've heard about that term, but uh, I hadn't known about all the other like types of introverts. That was fascinating to learn about. And it's cool that you kind of have like a mix of both. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm. Nandar, will you share next?
In my opinion, introverts are people who have achieved social skill and they are really talkative.
Mhm.
And they also like to go out and spend time with more people.
Mhm.
For introverts, they are quiet and they like uh, to stay with people. They prefer to stay alone rather than more people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm introvert, but with my friend, I'm extrovert,
Mhm.
like best friend or close friends.
Mhm.
Uh, I would tell you a story that why I think I'm introvert. Uh, whenever class my whenever I meet with new classmate or stranger, I shy to speak them and start a conversation.
Mhm.
And I prefer to live alone and spend time with my pet.
Mhm.
And with my best friend, I'm really talkative and prefer to kid them.
Mhm.
That's why I think I'm extrovert with my best friend.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's all.
Mhm. Thank you for sharing. I think it's good to be able to handle both, like whether you're more introverted or more extroverted, like the ability to spend time by yourself I think is important, but then also like people are so important, so the ability to interact with people, and then there's kind of this scale of like how much you tend toward one side or the other. So thank you for sharing. Solin Tetong.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Uh, yeah, I would like to tell you about extrovert first.
Hmm.
It is easy to understand extroverts because in this world, why there are so many extroverts, but like there can be very few introvert. Um, Introverts means that it is the person who is like good at communications, active, at speaking and making friends.
Hmm.
Like they're really active and like mostly this I kind of have a good honestly feeling good nice this like when you look at their face like they kind of like they tend to smile mostly.
Hmm.
Yeah, for the introvert, they're like the person who like loves to stay alone or live alone. Like
Hmm.
doesn't like they don't want to speak with others. Like mostly they want to stay alone. Like that.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean that like they are shy. No, I don't think that they are shy. They just like don't want to speak with others.
Hmm.
They would rather live alone.
Hmm.
Maybe some of them might be shy to speak with others. So for me I am both introvert and extrovert.
Hmm.
Not only me, like but also everyone is both introvert and extrovert. Like let me give you an example. Uh, let's look by percentage.
Hmm.
When my extrovert is high, like my introvert is low. It's like 80% and 20%.
Hmm.
Like when I get depressed, my introvert is high. Like if
Hmm.
also 80% and 20% like that.
Hmm.
So I will say like we should notice that we are both introvert and extrovert. So like sometimes we love to speak with others, but sometimes we fear or we shy or like we kind of afraid of speaking with others.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I'm a both, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I sometimes I get depressed, I tend to speak with others.
Mm-hmm.
That's like kind of have a problem. I sometimes stay alone, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I speak with like my friends, yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are some personality that I don't want to tell others like that. So
Yeah.
I'm sometimes introvert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. For the story, I was like, how would I say? I'm not good at telling story, but I was given like a story.
Mm-hmm.
There are three friends, maybe like five friends. And like the one is so honestly, Alex. His name is Alex, and another one is like John. John,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Uh, when we look at this, we can see that there are five people, and
Mm-hmm.
I would say we can notice that the three of them like might be uh introvert, but the other two like might be introvert.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there are four extrovert and there might be one introvert.
Mm-hmm.
And we can see that the four like the four friends like they tend to make a conversation and like speak talk about daily things whatever like they tend to enjoy their days and we can see that the other one like tend to stay home stay alone like listen music stay alone stay by himself like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's like a
Yeah.
story. Maybe I just an example.
Uh-huh. I love that. Very good. Very thorough answer. I agree that we all kind of have this range that we tend to be, and there are like attributes of people, characteristics of people who tend to be more extroverted or introverted. Um, I think some introverted people can appear extroverted on the outside, interacting with people, but on the inside, they would prefer to be alone. I think sometimes that happens too. And then probably vice versa. Anyways, thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Mary, will you share next?
Yes, teacher.
Mhm.
My definition of introvert is it is a happy man, and my definition of extrovert is a quiet and it's not target. Yes,
Mhm.
I'm an introvert and I am introvert because in 100% I am introvert is 15% and extrovert is 85%. Yes.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes. I want to tell you a story that highlights this. And I am an extrovert. I am a happy girl, and I spend my time to be a happy day with my family or my friends.
Mhm.
And when I 10 years ago, my grandmother is sleeping, and
Mhm.
my mother said me, "Don't shut out your mouth because your grandmother is sleeping."
Mm.
Yes, didn't listen to her, and I play with my siblings and loud. Yes, I'm very talkative girl when I a little child. Yes,
Mhm.
I didn't listen to my mother, and my mother beat me. Yes,
Mm. Mhm.
yes, and introvert is when I was a school girl, my friend is need to help, and I didn't help her.
Mm.
Yeah, yes.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's sometimes people don't quite understand where we're coming from, or we have to learn in which situation do we need to be loud and in which situation do we need to be quiet, and when do we step up and step down, right? Life is all about learning how to
And my grandmother said to me to sweep up the floor, but I didn't listen to her. Yes,
Mhm.
because I don't want to do that.
Right, right. Oh, I know the feeling. It's hard to do tasks that are non-preferred. All the things we have to learn in life. Thank you for sharing. Mhm. Marnia Zan, will you share next?
Yes, yes.
Let-
My definition of extrovert and introvert, yeah, really could be different. The extroverts, the one even they're younger than even the age of kids. They are there's they were treated with other friends, stay like regular, have fun. Then they just kind of like because of they grow up with their friends, they can they cannot probably stay alone in modern days. This
Mhm,
this kind of their ages. I mean, they cannot stay isolated. That yes, extroverts are kind of like they can know themselves without their friends, their environments, and I think that's how extroverts are. And extroverts are just like I think they are ordinary people,
mhm,
but I think introverts are really maybe the genius. I think because most of people who succeed in the history they were just introverts mostly. For yes, for I mean I'm yeah introverts are really stay alone, stay quiet. They're just learning and listening to any other things. That's why they are also quiet, not not stay with friends. But if they grow alone, if they grow alone, their imagination, their intelligence could be like increased, increased. But because of there's no friends, there's no people to help him. Let him be grow himself. Let it be grow his brilliant itself. So that's
mhm.
how I see introverts and extroverts.
Yeah.
So so I am introvert. When
Mhm,
when I was when I was really young, the my parents my parents lived in the uh out of this town, maybe the age of this town. So
mhm,
I was just really grown up alone. But guess what? My imaginations were really insane, you know.
mhm,
Well, even someone give me a tool which is not a toy, I can imagine it like with something really great. I mean, like history or just like building structures, everything. And what? Yes, that's how that's that's why I'm introvert,
mhm,
and yes, and I also believe that I will also succeed in my
mhm.
life. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I am
that's
intro be- because of the introvert. I I still feel like I am isolated. Even I'm in my new friends between my new friends, I I still feel isolated, feel alone. But but if I look back, the friends I treated, they are just kind of like fake friends. But I
mhm,
care about them first, but they don't. That's
mm,
how I have I had more probably to be isolated from the others.
mhm.
And yes, as I mentioned, uh,
Oh no. Looks like he is gone. All right, well, we'll keep moving on. Maybe he'll return. Um, Wanda Ong, will you share
well,
next?
yeah,
Oh,
surface.
maybe you
The
are back. Hello? No, yeah, go ahead and finish. I wasn't sure how long you'd be frozen. Go ahead.
where was I?
Um, you were saying that you were extroverted because
Introvert actually.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. You were introverted because
Did you hear that I was growing alone?
yes, and your like wonderful imaginations and creativity
Yeah.
and your
Okay.
belief that you'll succeed. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. So the because of I grew up alone, I still feel like I'm isolated, even between my new friend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to show my feelings, my yeah, even the first surfaces, the behaviors, yeah, that they're just surfaces, I think, because I I treat my friends with just my heart, you know, just think about them first. I don't want them to, I don't want to let them down. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I always see others to really happy only, even though I can't happy because uh if you told me a really bad joke, I can literally smile or laugh. That that's uh that's one fact of being lonely. If you say someone to bad jokes, tiny things, if they laugh a lot, that means they are alone in deeper mind in their deeper mind. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
how that's, I'm introvert. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fascinating. I love your
Uh,
guys' answers. Thank you for sharing.
well,
Yeah.
wait, that's one more thing.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Go ahead. You're good.
that tell us a story that highlights this. So I want to tell a true story. Yes, it's great science physicist Albert Einstein. Yes, he he was also isolated from his environment, his school, because of he didn't speak until his 10 yeah until he's 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, maybe 9, I guess. Yeah. Be- Then, then his father gave him a compass, but he always wondered why compasses is always show to the North Pole all the time, even though he moved the compasses. That's why he was wondering. That's why
Mm-hmm.
he's like listening and learning until he older. Then one thing he said his skill is also uh he he said he thanks to the person who did not help him. Because of them, he could think alone. He could he could do by himself, calculate himself alone. That's why he was so famous. That's why he thanks to the person who did not help him. That's why he's also like introvert, like me.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
He had the time to think and process. And, mhm.
yeah, it, after he graduated, his parents would just think about him to move the schools between the countries before World War I or World War II. I don't know. Yeah, that's why he was introvert. He did not speak. There was no history that he was uh treated with any others. I think I don't see them too. Yes.
Mhm. Yeah. He's a great example of introversion and the brilliance that introverts can have
Yeah.
because they're
That,
busy
but
thinking.
there are also too many introverts who succeed in life. There's a lot I can say in this just
Hmm. For sure. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
conversation.
Uh-huh. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Yes.
sharing. I love getting to hear all your thoughts and just your thorough answers and stories. You're good at telling stories, and I love hearing about all the scientists you know about. I appreciate it. uh, One will you share next?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Uh, in my opinions, introverts are recharged by socialization.
Hmm.
While introverts recharged by spending time alone. I think people shouldn't really limit themselves as either introverts or introverts. Instead, they should adapt to their surroundings. For example, I consider myself as an introvert. As an introvert in work or school, I display more introverted behavior to improve my social and communication skills. Yes, I consider myself introverted in environments like environment that I dislike. I focus on my work without paying attention to other people's or to other things that I don't enjoy. So essentially, I don't really identify as an introvert or extrovert. I adjust my behaviors based on the environment. I have a friend who was really living himself as an introvert. Although he isolated as a student, he has lots of communication skills and experience. He often isolates himself, and he avoids argued, and he didn't have a lot of friends beside me, I guess. Consequently, he encountered difficulty in his professional life. Yes, he is particularly in his relationship with his boss and manager. This experience made me realize that we shouldn't always categorize ourselves as really introvert or extrovert.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. Excellent answer. I totally agree. I think that introversion, extroversion has to do with like how you like to spend your time when you're like trying to recharge, and that if you put yourself too much in one box, that it's too much of a box, and that there's this range, and people are complicated human beings, and we have to appreciate lots of different abilities and strengths that we have. And so thank you for sharing. Very nice to hear from you. All right. Well, thank you guys. Wonderful participation today. I love getting to hear from you guys. It's so fascinating to hear like everyone's opinions and their stories and their self-evaluation. And it's just great getting to learn alongside you guys. So we'll read our scripture, we'll pray, and then we'll be dismissed. We're reading in Matthew about Jesus, the people who walked with him, what he taught, how he lived. It says, "Now when Jesus came into the district of Caesarea Philippi, a place back where he lived, he asked his disciples, who do men say that the Son of Man is? And they said, some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah, and others Jeremiah or one of the prophets. He said to them, but who do you say that I am? Simon Peter replied, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus answered him, blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven." And it's just a short little story. But what it's saying is